When you see these images, they elicit a certain warm and fuzzy in most people's heart, especially most Americans, because of the whole family idea and giving thanks to the so-called Christian God. And every Thanksgiving, Christian pastors come up with some kind of Thanksgiving message. But Thanksgiving Day and the observance of Thanksgiving is not from the Most High. It is a man-made legal holiday that diminishes from the holy days found in Scripture. I hope this information is useful to you if you are a person hungry for the truth. Messiah said, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Do you love to be free, or are you bound by the legalism of man? What makes this question valid is Scripture lists laws and commandments of Yahuwah, but most, if not all Christians, gallantry forsake his laws and commandments. Thanksgiving, like Christmas, Good Friday, Easter, Halloween, President's Day, and all legal holidays are laws of men. Every single one of those days fail to give honor and reverence to the Most High. The paganism and observance of Thanksgiving is somewhat complex in its origin. Before Sarah Hale came on scene, many symbols and practices of idolatry filled the observance of Thanksgiving. Much of the practice has not changed, but Sarah's campaign resulted in making Thanksgiving a legal holiday. Simply put, Sarah Hale was an American writer and activist. She was not a religious woman per se, and was not a teacher of Scripture. She especially was an activist for women and their role in society. Her role in the scheme of life does not qualify her for being a catalyst for any observance in the so-called name of God. Fundamentally, Thanksgiving is to honor the Christian God amongst family and friends. It is the quintessential of Hashatan transforming himself into an angel of light. There is so much to learn about legal Christian holidays that dishonors the Most High. My intent in this video is to cut to the chase and show the scriptural content versus man's institutional laws. Moedim. There are 7 Moedim delineated in Scripture: Passover or Pesach, unleavened bread or matzah, first fruits or Parut Rishon, Pentecost or Shabbat, trumpets or Yom Teruah, atonement or Yom Kippurim, tabernacles or Sukkot. Moedim means appointed times, and the appointed times are prescribed by the Most High himself. The Moedim are designed to point the set-apart ones to the person and work of Messiah. A complete list and practice of the Moedim can be found in my book, A Lie in Lamb's Clothing, Revised. When Yahuwah, your Elohim, does cut off from before you the nations which you go to dispossess, and you dispossess them and dwell in their land. Guard yourself that you are not ensnared to follow them after they are destroyed from before you, and that you do not inquire about their mighty ones, saying, how did these nations serve their mighty ones? And let me do so too. Do not do so to Yahuwah your Elohim. For every abomination which Yahuwah hates, they have done to their mighty ones. For they even burn their sons and daughters in the fire to their mighty ones. All the words I am commanding you, guard to do it. Do not add to it, nor take away from it. That's in Devarim, chapter 12, verses 29 through 32. What has occurred over the many centuries is that the Hebrew has done exactly what the Most High said don't do. We have been lied to in celebrating all of man's holidays. In the vision of Yeshayahu, son of Amos, which he saw concerning Yehuda and Yerushalayim in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, Hizkiyahu, sovereigns of Yehuda. Hear, O heavens, and listen, O earth, for Yahuwah has spoken. I have reared and brought up children, but they have transgressed against me. Chapter 1 of Yeshayahu, the book of Isaiah, establishes what the Most High is saying throughout the book of Isaiah. Yahuwah said his people, the Hebrews, have transgressed against him. Stop bringing futile offerings, incense. It is an abomination to me. New moons, Sabbaths, the calling of gatherings. I am unable to bear unrighteousness and assembly. My being hates your new moon and your appointed times. They are trouble to me. I am weary of bearing them. Now notice the phrase appointed times. It is the Hebrew word Moedim, which is the only holy days called by the Most High himself. But the Most High uses that phrase to identify man's holidays. And when you spread out your hands, I hide my eyes from you. Even though you make many prayers, I do not hear. Your hands have become filled with blood. Yeshayahu chapter 1, verse 15. The Most High does not hear the prayers of American Christians, especially black Christians, because they have forsaken the laws and commandments of Yahuwah in favor of the laws of man. This is the plight of America and the falseness of Christianity. New Year's Day, 40 days of Lent, Good Friday, Easter, and the Christmas celebration are all lies of men, and the Most High says that he hates man's new moons and appointed times. Do you see? We have been lied to, and they are still lying. Finally, like Sarah Hale, I am an author as well, but especially a Hebrew author. My advantage over Sarah Hale is I am a moray of Scripture and watchman of the Most High. The message I pronounce is the message of the Most High to adhere to his laws and commandments and forsake the laws, legal holidays of man. One might argue the scripture I cited are all Old Testament, and we don't follow Old Testament as proclaimed by Christianity. But look, every single practice of every single so-called Christian holiday, the origin predates scripture itself. In other words, much of the symbolism, and practice of New Year's Day, 40 days of Lent, Good Friday, Easter, the Christmas celebration, and every other man-made holiday predates the Bible. But you have no problem observing a holiday that in many cases is older than the pages of the Bible. This is H.S. Yaakov, his bondservant and watchman. Shalom wa barawak akwa akwa. Always to the esteem of the Most High, Elohim Yah.